A charge of murder has been dropped against a 26-year-old Rio Grande Valley woman initially accused of a self-induced abortion. Liselle Herrera was arrested and jailed after seeking treatment at a local hospital. The case was dismissed after prosecutors determined there's no criminal statute outlawing self-induced abortions in Texas. That said, choice advocates claim the high-profile arrest has had a chilling effect for women in a state which allows private citizens to sue anyone who aids in the termination of a pregnancy. Chris Schurtico, what happened here? Was this just bad lawyering at the prosecutor's office?
Certainly was. This case was dismissed because it never should have been filed. Texas law specifically prohibits a charge of murder against a woman for terminating her own pregnancy. And that's it. And so they never should have filed this case. How it got through a sitting elected DA is beyond me. I guess just for headline grabbing, but that type of headline grabbing does significant damage to a whole lot of people out there who are seeking help and assistance.
Sue Lovell, what about that chilling effect? Do you think this is kind of adding insult to injury to women in Texas who are seeking choice?
I've always said you can pass all the laws that you want, but you will not stop women from exercising the right that they have to make decisions over what happens to their own body. And you can have rogue DAs running out and proving that we can do this. Let me show you we can, but this showed that you can't. You're never going to stop women from making their own decisions about what they do with their own bodies.
All right, Charles, this has been a contentious issue. It will continue to be one. As you read this news story, what was your take?
Contentious, confusing, and in many parts misleading. I mean, a lot of the national coverage tried to make this seem as though this was what happens because SB 8, the Texas Heartbeat Act, was implemented, but that is not the case. The law actually, like Chris mentioned, exempts pregnant women, and it is dealing with civil liabilities from citizens suing abortion providers or those who aid and abet in abortions. Texas Right to Life, the state's largest pro-life organization, came out and said they were adamantly against this prosecution before the DA backed off of it. A lot of other pro-life leaders of the state legislature said the same. And so I believe that this was a Democratic DA and a Democratic sheriff in Starr County who wanted to make a case and try to show this is what happens when you implement pro-life legislation, even though they were not doing it under the guise of the pro-life legislation in this state.
Holly, I know you're probably reporting on some of these issues. I've got about 20 seconds left. Any thoughts?
Well, you know, I'm just glad Chris brought out that it is not the purpose of the Texas Heartbeat bill to prosecute mothers. And we need to do a better job in society as affirming mothers and in their pregnancies and in supporting them. And we'll continue to be talking about at what point does that unborn child come under the protection of the law.